And there we should be back again already. So let me start the streaming program at the scoreboard program. It is here, and here we go. No, this was the wrong one. Here we go. And it is Hasu Ops, and he is playing against Pomi. And yeah, like I said, I just got home. I was visiting a friend, and I saw CraftCup is still running. So if you just tuned in, I just started the stream. Good evening, buonasera, buenas noches as well. And I just remembered I can do some VODs as well. I didn't upload the VODs of last Monday because I was not sure about the quality. I mean, we saw some entertaining games, but not all of the games were so much entertaining. Of course, the full VOD is available at my channel at SC Streams here. And one other thing is that... What is the other thing I wanted to talk about? I forgot it, never mind. Your form session has expired. Please hit back and try again. Back. Try again. Okay, I want to record some VODs. Please let me in, sir. Log in. Yeah. Vielleicht don't remember me? F5? Well, this is very unfortunate. Here I am logged in. This is interesting. And if anybody of you who's tuned in right now is having some lag issues or had some lag issues in the past, those should be resolved. I just got the message that another server has been added to the current server pool here at SC Streams, and another, what else? What is it? Other servers will be added on next Friday. So if you had some problems regarding the stream quality, especially with the lag and stuff, this shouldn't be a problem anymore from now on. And it is Pomi against Hasu Ops in a best of 3 here. Let's add some hearts in the mix as well. And it is 0-0 because the first game did not start just yet. Here we go. And do I have the sound activated? Now I do. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, welcome back not welcome back. Hello again, this is Special Andre, this is the CraftCup LITE. I just got home, I saw the CraftCup is still running, so I decided why not cast a couple of games. And this is the first game of the second semi-final here in the CraftCup LITE. Number 36, I guess it is. And it is Ops against Pomi. And those are really good Protoss players, and it is a PvP, it is a best of 3, this is the first game, and we have Pomi spawning in the bottom left as the yellow Protoss, meanwhile we have Ops as the red Protoss in the top right position. Of course PvP, especially on blistering sets, is a very volatile matchup. We should see some intense action here very soon, and I'm really curious where this is going. I'm currently showing you nothing on the screen right now because I have my headset on and just walking through my room in the dark because I wanted to check where my beer is. I just found my beer. Give me 1 second. Here I am back again. I just found my beer, so just let me open my beer bottle and then we can get going with the casting here. By the way, here check the APM tab and check fire silvers. Point of view right now. So here we go. Salute, na zdrowie, prost, cheers, kampai, a votre santé. Gambay and na zdraví. Kipes. 8 different languages. Here we go. And now we see the Pro Pipe 5 right now here in the middle. So like I said, Ops is in the top right. He is, let's check the production tab. So the gate timing is absolutely the same for both guys. The assimilator timing and the next probe timing is nearly the same as well. There's no gas stealing just yet going on because yes, both guys checking now their opponent's base right now. Gate for Hasu just finished, cybernetics score coming up right away. The gate for Pomi just finished 3-4 seconds later. Cybernetics score coming up, guess what? Right away. And interesting choice is that Hasu Ops is a little bit faster regarding the cybernetics score, but he delayed the second pylon because there we see his second pylon is just now finished. Meanwhile, the second pylon here for Pomi was finished a little bit earlier already. But supply-wise, they are both the same. This only means that the Zealot for Pomi was able to get a little bit earlier out, and the Stalker will get a little bit earlier out as well. But on the other hand, Hasu has got 8 seconds ahead, is 8 seconds ahead in terms of tech regarding the warp gate upgrade here on the cybernetics core. So this means they're absolutely even. Everything can happen. And Hasu is just following this probe here with his Zealot. Meanwhile, the Zealot of Pomi doesn't need to follow anyone anymore because yes, this probe by Hasu is already out, but Pomi is still following this probe here. So Pomi got 2 probes out on the field. Meanwhile, Hasu only got 1 single probe out of the field, out on the field. And there we go. Gate number 2, gate number 3, gate number 4 by Hasu just started. Meanwhile, the gates for Pomi started already. So on the other hand, the warp gate technology is now, thanks to the chrono boost, 15-18 seconds ahead of Hasu is with the warp gate technology, so he will be able to warp in units a little bit sooner. On the other hand, the gateways will get finished a little bit sooner for Pomi here. And most important thing, of course, is has anybody placed down any proxy pylons? And yeah, there we see Hasu has a proxy pylon out already. There he is with his Stalker, with the Zealot already attacking the Bacter rocks. And now the pylon is finished, his 3 gates are about to finish, and how much energy does he have left? He's got enough energy for 2 chrono boosts, not using them just yet. And there we see 4 Stalkers being warped in. For Pomi, Hasu is warping in his Stalkers as well, and now they're pretty much even. 22 or 23 probes are here. Hasu putting up another pylon here. Oh, even a second pylon on the low ground, cancelling this pylon and rebuilding this pylon, forcing a cancel. Pomi is right now because, yeah, and Hasu needs to watch out. Hasu needs to move back. Nice force field here, but Hasu was able to warp in 3 zealots here on the high ground. But the unfortunate thing is that the stalkers by Hasu are on the low ground, not able to deal damage right now, so Hasu needs to run away. And what does Pomi need to do? He just needs to warp in a couple of more zealots. Meanwhile, this one single stalker is still in here. Hasu now needs to micro both at the front here at the ramp and the stalker in the back. He just rallied his stalker back. The stalker will go down right now because he can't micro it. 2 sets of units at once, so far apart from each other. Sentry most likely will go down. No sentry survived with 8 HP left. There are more stalkers, more zealots being warped in, and looks like this is not looking good for Hasu. It's looking better and better for Pomi. We see Pomi already ahead. 10 supply, and 10 supply is a little bit too much that early in the game in this low supply count. So there we see the GG, and Hasu's first attack was not successful. It was a little bit too much overcommitting, and that's why Pomi is already up 1-0. And like I said, this matchup is a PvP. The other matchup, Bly against Unique, is a ZVZ. So the finals will be a guaranteed ZVP. The question is with Protoss and with which Zerg player. And Scrap Station is the next map. Scrap Station, of course, is a good map to Forgate and to Proxygate. So we're just waiting for the next match to start, and I can stop the VOD to restart it right away. And by the way, next Friday, so the day after tomorrow, in 2 days, I will be casting the Friday's Craft Cup. Of course, the Friday's Craft Cup, very, very famous. And yeah, just let me hit the record button once again, and here we go. Let me go all international on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, good evening, guten Abend, buonasera, buenas noches, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao, yo estet kovanak, annyeong, and grüezi wohl, shalom, and grüß Gott. Here we are once again. It is Hasu Ops against Pomi, the second game of tonight's semi-final, number 2 or number 1 it is, I'm not sure, but it is at a semi-final. It is Pomi against Hasu Ops. Hasu Ops is spawning here on the left side, position number 1 on Scrap Station, and on the right side we have Pomi spawning on position number 2 as the red Protoss. So they just changed the colors. Maybe the yellow color feels a little bit more lucky, and there we see already Hasu Ops building a pylon at the front. He was just checking here on the high ground if there are any units. The only unit on the high ground was the Automaton 2000, so it doesn't have to fear about anything. And like I said, proxy gates, and Hasu Ops even taking out the Automaton 2000. Pomi moving out with his probe, not checking if there are any proxy gates, and double proxy gate not spotted is a very hard to defend, especially on Scrap Station, because this is just a nice area to scout what's going on. Not to scout what's going on, to build your proxy gate, because in a PvP, assuming the Protoss player just moves out when the gateway was started and not when the pylon was started, it only now gets 2-minute 30-second mark. It now only gets in the base of the opponent. It looks for proxy bases. He sees nothing. He still sees nothing, and now he's in a hurry. Now he needs to react, and what is he doing? A forge or a second gateway is the only option. If it will be a cybernetics core, Pomi will be in a lot of trouble, and it is a second gateway. So on the other hand, the second gateway for Hasu is finished right now. Of course, when you go for proxy gate, you need to watch out for your supply. Doesn't